One of the most frequently asked questions that we get asked at Inventory Hive is mainly from HMO property managers who want to know how to set up their tenancy on Inventory Hive. So in this video, I'm going to run through how to set up a tenancy based on each tenant moving in and out at different times in the property, and they have different deposits and tenancy agreements as well. So I'm going to run through start to finish on how to set up the property, add in the relevant tenants, and then how to create that report for that particular tenant in your property. So this is for tenants that move in and out at different times during in the property, and they have different tenancy agreements and deposits. So to add your HMO property on your account, all you do is hit the plus icon in the top left hand corner, then hit add property. You'll then choose the property type, so whether it's a house, apartment, bungalow, etc. So it's likely that it will be a house. You choose a property template, so it's whether it's furnished or unfurnished. So for this example, I'm just going to choose a furnished house, and then you populate the address of the property. So I'm just going to do that now. You can also upload an exterior property photo as well to the property, so that'll appear on the front cover of the report. So I'm just going to upload one here. In it goes. And then you can put some extra property info like HMO, any internal notes, etc. So you click Save and Next, and then this is where you choose the property rooms. So what I would advise is to put in all of the bedrooms in the report. So all of the rooms you'd find in your HMO property. So if it's a 6-bed, 6 ensuite, then select that. So I'm just going to go 6-bedroom, 6 ensuite. There's a living room, dining room, kitchen, no conservatory. There's a driveway, etc. So choose the relevant rooms that are in the property. You hit Save and Next, and it will give you a summary. So you've got bedroom and en suites. What I personally like to do is obviously put the bedrooms and the en suites next to each other, so it follows one after the other. Because usually when you're inspecting the bedroom, you're likely to be inspecting the en suite straight afterwards as well. So I've done that. So that's all in the property. You hit Save and Next. You can then add in your utility meter details at the property as well. So I'll just skip that on this occasion, but there are other training videos about that. And then that property should be all set up. The next thing to do is to add in your tenant. So what people might get confused about when adding in the tenancy on your Inventory Hive account, so if I click add now, is people choose a HMO tenancy. But on this occasion, because the tenants are moving in and out at different times, what we recommend is to set up a single tenancy. So add on each individual tenant individually to the property. The reason that is that they'll be on different tenancy agreements, different deposits, and they'll need to have their own inventory report based on the rooms that they are responsible for. So we're going to choose a single tenancy on this occasion. The tenancy start date, so let's say this tenant's moving in on Friday. The management category for political, you hit Save and Next. You then click on the tenancy and then populate their details. So I'm just going to choose Mr. Joe Blogs, if I can type today, their mobile number and an email address as well. So that's really important when you populate that in as well, because then when you do your checking inventory, you can email that report to the relevant tenant. So I've set up my tenancy and in it goes. You then, for the next tenancy, you repeat the same process, and so add on your tenants individually. To create my checking report or report for this particular tenant, you'll click add report. I'm going to choose a checking inventory for this example today, and I'm going to start from scratch. So you click Save and Next, and that will set up the report. And the first thing you then need to do is click into Rooms and Spaces and delete out the rooms that this tenant isn't responsible for. What you can also do is rename your room. So if this is bedroom 1, you can call it bedroom 1. If this is ensuite number 1, and so on and so forth. So for this example here, I've got Joe Blogs, who's moving into bedroom and ensuite number 1, and he'll be responsible for those rooms. So what you then do is then delete out the other bedrooms or rooms that that tenant isn't responsible for. So you hit delete multiple at the bottom and then select the rooms to delete out of that report. It won't delete it from the property, it will just delete it from the report. So on this occasion, this tenant is responsible for the dining room, living room, kitchen, etc., plus bedroom and ensuite number 1, because it will probably be unfair for them to be responsible for the damages and defects in other rooms. If you just want to leave in those 2 rooms, you can delete out all the other rooms as well. So delete out all of the rooms that tenant isn't responsible for and just leave it in the report and inspect the rooms that tenant's responsible for. You'll then go through, inspect all of the rooms that tenant's responsible for, and then you can submit the report off and get the tenant to sign digitally through Inventory Sign.